This is We Are Podcast, the only show where we talk about what we want to talk about. We Are Podcast, let the ice house flow. We Are Podcast, it's an internet talkie show. We Are Podcast, you know the mouse knows. We Are Podcast, so look up an episode and now let's start the show.
Hello and welcome to We Are Podcast, the only podcast on the internet where we talk about what we want to talk about. This is episode 24. My name is Matt.
My name's Phil, the leader of the Overlord Tank Squad. Thanks for being with us tonight.
And as always, thank you anyone and everyone for listening. You can follow, like, share, and subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow on SoundCloud. Send an email to podcast@gmail.com. Got that out of the way. My favorite part of the show, the one where I have to like shield.
The intro.
Well, the one where I have to shield. All right, screw that. It's done.
No and ums.
Yeah, but like I said, I just want to start this off because Legendary Pictures made so much money from the last Godzilla movie. So they've been rumored. I think we've mentioned it before, but it's definitely confirmed. And what was it? 2020, I think they said it was.
2020.
Yeah, Godzilla versus King Kong is gonna happen.
Amazing.
Yeah, which I guess there's gonna be a Godzilla 2 and a new King Kong movie that's gonna lead into Godzilla versus King Kong. Someone realized all that money they were making from the Adventures movies. But, you know, and of course, if you haven't seen this, has already happened once before in the 60s.
Yes, it has.
And unfortunately, it's going to be Godzilla's big CG monster last time. King Kong's most likely going to be a giant CG monster, so it's going to be CG lizard versus CG gorilla. Violence.
It's going to be astonishing, though.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Not to just get camera in there.
Done been looking forward to the big rematch.
Yeah, like I said, do it like wrestling. If you didn't know, King Kong won in the first one. This one Godzilla wins, and then third one is the tiebreaker, where they do it in the Hell in a Cell.
Yep, just like WWE now. One more.
Yeah, right. And then there's like, okay, seriously, one more after that.
Yep.
Okay, you tied it again, so one more. Randy Orton. I like Randy Orton, but him and John Cena were wrestling each other way too much for a while, so I quit watching. Because they were like, I beat you, you beat me.
Yeah.
Didn't care.
Well, speaking of that, now they're writing it in where they have a botch match now. And then they do like
someone comes in and interferes?
Well, no, they did a bunch of low blows. The referee wouldn't see the count. Basically, now they write it in where there's a botched match. Then they'll have two more matches after that now.
So the guy also cheated to one, so in the honor of fairness, the commissioner or whoever's giving him one more shot, right?
Right. It's kind of like so they can say that, that first match was batch. That don't count.
Yeah,
that don't count.
Yeah.
Basically.
But you know what else I was thinking? When they finally do Godzilla vs. King Kong. Because, like I said, these make money. They're just like Transformers. They're just going to keep making more and more of them.
Yes.
Hopefully Mothra and Gigan will show up eventually. But it'll be sweet. King Kong and Godzilla are fighting in that one. And the fight's just about, they're like pulling the crap out of each other. But all of a sudden, all the TVs go blink. Like, everyone's do that shit, where the aliens take over all the Broadways. Like, everyone's TV and phone and everything, tablets go black for a second. Then some alien race shows up and is like, we have come to take over your planet. Here is Monster Zero. Then King Ghidorah comes up. And
I agree.
Right? And then King Kong and Godzilla have to team up to take down King Ghidorah. Yes!
That would be epic.
Yes! And then, you know what, Phil? The movie's the second one, King Kong versus Godzilla. King Kong. No, Phil. Here's what it is. Then the next one's King Kong Godzilla versus King Ghidorah. And Ghidorah at the end is just about to off Godzilla and King Kong, and you know who shows up? Gamera. Friend to all children. That's how they'll do it. It's just like one. It's it's like a battle royal. You know, every movie a new monster just comes in, right?
Yeah, that would be astounding.
Oh my God! It's Mothra. Mothra's coming in from the crowd. Get one of the writers from WWE to do it, right? Mothra's charging from the crowd. He's got a steel chair. Or he picked up a building and hit someone with it, right? Has Mothra ever done that? Pick up a chunk of building or something and chucked it at someone?
No, but I think it's lifted up and dropped monsters before. I think.
Yeah, I think it picked up. Yeah, it's been a while since we watched Godzilla.
Actually, I can't remember right now.
Yeah, I think he picked up Godzilla once, or she. I think she's a she.
Yep, it's a female.
Yeah. Like I said. And then a chick does a 20-minute song, and they should have. Oh, you could do like the voice. And they had to have a sing-off between the two little Mothra girls and that girl that has to sing that 20-minute song to summon King Caesar.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
Who can summon the Mothra?
20 minutes of Mothra.
I know, and I can't remember the King Caesar song, but that shit went on forever.
Yeah, I remember.
She's standing, because King Caesar's in like a mountain or something just off the coastline or something, and she has to sing to it to help Godzilla beat up Mechagodzilla. Even though everyone loves Mechagodzilla, no one ever mentions King Caesar, do they, Phil?
He wasn't widely known. He wasn't big.
He was in Final Wars, though.
Yeah, but even I remember, I was like, who's that?
Yeah, it took a second. You had to wait a second, like, oh yeah.
Yep.
Even though everyone loves Mechagodzilla, no one remembers him, right? So.
He wasn't big and widely known at that time. Because even I was like, who's that?
Yeah. Like I said, he was in Final Wars. I don't think he's in any of the video games.
Well, I remember you were like, it's King Caesar, you know, the dog monster. And I was like, there's a dog monster?
I think he's like a dog or a lion or something. Yeah, like you said, you totally forget that about that movie, don't you? You forget that he's in it.
It was bold, but I was like, there's a dog monster? I was like...
And he's actually pretty sweet, like, he'd like jump off mountains and like drop kick you and shit.
Yeah, I remember him doing that.
Yeah, and like I think Mechagodzilla has laser eyes, he would shoot him in the eyes, but he could like shoot it back at him or something like that.
I remember.
Or he shot lasers from his eyes or something like that. I can't remember exactly. It's been a while since I've seen that movie. But yeah. You know what you do, Phil, is like if you do it back in the rubber suit days, get a guy that knows like Muay Thai, make him like a Muay Thai fighter or something. Like you could like run up and like knee Godzilla in the face or something, then like drop kick off him and do a backflip, right?
That would be brilliant.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. And then Jet Jaguar shows up.
Yo, wanna be Ultraman?
Wing, wing, wing. Oh. I love Jet Jaguar, but I love Jet Jaguar so much because he's like, oh yeah, it's Ultraman. Oh, stupid antennas. Oh.
That's when you knew stuff got real. When those came out, you're like, oh.
Someone made that as a toy. Because that's what he was originally meant to be. I think the story, the behind the scenes stories, I don't know if this is true or not, but I think it was like, they said it was an art contest they had, and some kid turned in a picture of fake Ultraman. They're like, yeah, Ultraman makes money, why not?
Cool.
And plus, Phil, if we have a character that's like Ultraman, we don't have to pay for Godzilla to play Ultraman.
That's creative right there.
Yeah. But yeah, I love this. Like I said, they got Pacific. They own the rights to Pacific Rim Legendary Pictures. They own the rights to Pacific Rim, also. But last I heard, like I said, I think we talked about this too. Last I heard, that movie's like not gonna happen. But right, Phil, shit gets real. No, Phil, that's when it happens.
Dang.
No, that's where King Ghidorah comes from. Remember they closed that portal, but a new portal opens up and King Ghidorah comes out of it?
I remember.
And then the mechs from Pacific Rim and Godzilla and King Kong have to team up and take down Ghidorah.
Damn. That'd be epic.
You could also have my favorite Gigan. He's from space too. Yeah, remember, like, because in Pacific Rim they're like from a different dimension or something. They're not.
I remember.
Yeah, just switch it up in this version. They're not aliens from a different planet. They're monsters from a different dimension. Alright.
Would be an epic fight.
Yeah, that way you get to see the Sons of Anarchy guy and Ninja Lady fight fight King Ghidorah. They could have a sword fight with Gigan, right? Remember they had the sword arm? He has razor arm claws things and a buzzsaw on his chest.
Yep.
So that's metal as hell.
See a bird? I think he was a bird or a fish.
Well, he's like this weird.
No, he was a bird, wasn't he?
No,
I think he was a bird.
he could fly, like he flew through space or
It
something.
looked like he had a beak.
Yeah, he did have a beak. He's like a weird fish chicken monster with a buzzsaw on his chest and
Very efficient opponent.
when
Almost killed Anguillus.
Phil, when he hugs you for reals.
Mm-hmm. Just ask Anguillus.
Oh yeah. I also love that part. Remember?
Bust.
When Jet Jaguar or Gigan had Jet Jaguar eyes, and he put his claws up to his throat, like, "I'll do it, man. I'll slit this robot's throat, Godzilla."
Busted.
Him and Megalon, that was like a tag team match, right, Phil?
Godzilla's like, "You're stopping that shit."
Let him go.
You got the gun. You dropped the gun.
Roll in the Bronx. I love that movie, Phil, but that's the
Yeah.
stupidest thing ever. For those of you that don't know, Jackie Chan's he came from, what would you call it? He came from China or something to take care of his uncle's grocery store or whatever, liquor store, I can't remember, grocery store, liquor store, whatever, while he was on his honeymoon, and the local thugs keep messing with him for whatever, because that's what local thugs do.
Yep.
And he keeps, like, kung fu beating the shit out of him. And at the end of the movie, well, towards the end of the movie, he goes to their headquarters, because they got pissed and trashed the place while he was gone, so he went there to wreck ass. So he's beating up these people multiple times. They've all, like, he breaks the one guy's nose, like, what, 3 times in the course of the movie?
At least, yes.
Maybe even more. Angelo. And, he's, like I said, he's obviously beating these guys' asses multiple times. And I can't remember the leader of the gang, but he's sick of seeing everyone getting their ass whooped, so he pulls out a gun, shoots it in the air. And Jackie Chan's like, "You got the gun? Got the gun." "No, you've beaten me up 7 times already."
Yeah.
Blam! You know what? I'm gonna even the odds. Blam! Or at least shoot him in the knee or something.
Yeah.
Right?
You need to kick someone.
Well,
Oh.
let's see you punch me in the face when I blow your hand off.
Excellent.
Like El Mariachi.
Mm-hmm. Playing your little guitar. Not anymore. Oh, splat. Like a freaking grapefruit, man.
I think it was literally just a
Grapefruit style.
I think it was literally just a glove filled with red shit they put a M80 in.
Hey, it looked pretty real.
that was fucked up too, yeah, because
It looked pretty real.
Yeah, because they show him there, his hand's not like completely blown off, but his fingers are just
Yep.
dangling there.
Yeah, I remember I was like, drop my jaw, man. It looked pretty real. I remember I was like, damn.
That's when Robert Rodriguez knew how to do shit.
It was fantastic for the right price then.
He made that movie for $10,000.
It's like the cheapest movie ever made.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure there's probably ones cheaper on YouTube.
Probably. But it was one of the cheapest ones. Damn, it was perfect.
Then he made Spy Kids. And they finally got around to making Sin City 2, and it sucked.
It did suck. did not like it. Which brings me to that point of you talking about that movie. I remember we got wrecked that one night, and I was saying, there's going to be a Ghost Hardigan. And I was like, oh, come on, they're not going to do that. And turns out there's a Ghost Hardigan in the movie. It was like, because Ghost Hardigan said so.
Yeah, that's why we say when Ghost Hardigans, don't worry about it, because it doesn't make any sense.
Yep.
It's just there, don't worry about it. Well, the reason why that doesn't make any sense, because I got all the Sin City comics, it's always been this like hardcore, over-the-top crime, super violent stuff. There's never been any kind of like supernatural ghost shit at all. It's, like, you might have dudes like Marv that can punch through brick walls and shit, but he's not a ghost man. He's just he's that badass. You know, I'm a man! Punch. But there's never any kind of, like, supernatural or ghost stuff in it at all, so have a Ghost Hardigan in it. It's like, what the fuck? That doesn't...
Yep.
Why? and then all he did was just like, no, Nancy. Don't chug that fifth of vodka. Oh, what did I just say?
Yeah, it was just dumb.
Come on, what did I just...
I was just messing around when I said that.
Well, because I told you Bruce Willis is going to be in the movie. I'm like, maybe they're going to... Because when I heard Bruce Willis, I was like, oh, maybe... Because they took, like, one story from the comics, A Dane to Kill For, and then they made a bunch of shorts to fill out the movie, I guess. And that's where the Ghost Hardigan one's from. It was just a short they made up for the movie. That's not in the book at all, like I said. But I thought when Hardigan was going to, Bruce Willis was going to be in it as Hardigan, I thought they were going to do like a flashback or something, him joining the force or something like that.
That would have been cool.
But, no, Ghost Man.
Yeah. It would have been gorgeous if they did that, but they didn't.
Yeah. And like I said, and you can kind of tell he probably just showed up for a day, just stood in front of that green screen. Yeah. No, Nancy. No, don't chug that booze. How come every time I say don't do something, you do it?
Don't smoke that cig.
Damn it!
Don't go behind that dumpster.
You don't need the money that bad.
With that,
And then she goes all cray-cray or whatever and cuts her face up. And that's the other thing, too. It makes me feel bad for Marv, because everyone treats Marv like shit in that book. No one ever talks to him unless they want him to kill a bunch of people.
Yeah, it is gory.
Yeah. So Nancy carved her face up and said Senator Rourke or whatever did it, so he could send Marv out on a killing spree, which isn't in the book. Senator Rourke's in the book, but he never gets his comeuppance, so.
Helicopter.
Shit, Philly, you heard us. Never fails, though. Alright, officer, I know it was just a misunderstanding. It was that motherfucker next door they want. He knows what he did. Jared. I'm gonna cut that out. Oh, what's that? But, anyways, just to end that little Sin City conversation we had there, yeah, I don't know, who sucked?
It did suck. I was expecting way more. To tell you the truth, I thought it would be way better than that, and then I realized I was just like, meh.
It wasn't really that bad either.
Meh.
Yeah, it wasn't. Like, I'm making. If you know the comics, it's like just like the shit that was super bad wasn't in there. Like I said, like Nancy and Ghost Hardigan, all that shit wasn't in there. Like I said, the only part was the Dane to Kill For, and that was okay. They pretty much that was all right, but I don't know. But what I heard is Robert Rodriguez has that channel El Rey now.
Oh yeah.
And you know how he made a Dust Till Dawn TV show? I heard he was trying to make or he was trying to get like the idea of a Sin City anthology like TV show, you know, like the movie, you know, where it's a bunch of shorts that make up an episode.
Yeah.
But they were trying to see if Sin City 2 would do that and it would work, and obviously didn't.
Yeah. You mean like different adventures of all the people right before they meet up and have the big battle?
No, something
like that.
Something kind of like think like the Twilight Zone, but like Sin City, you know, where it's set in that world. But you can go off like, here's a new character that you never heard about, his weird adventure in Sin City, you know? And he could probably like bump into Hardigan or something like that if Bruce Willis needed a check, you know?
Probably.
Because that's what Sin City is too. There's a bunch of shorts in there where there's a couple like 3-page shorts that have nothing to do with any of the main storyline. It's just something Frank Miller felt like drawing, I guess. So I don't know, the potential is there, but you just didn't execute it well, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. That's not my fault, that's yours.
Right.
So the Twilight Zone's still good ass show, man.
Yeah.
Halloween's coming up, so we should start playing. Some channel on Halloween always plays a fucking couple hours of the Twilight Zone.
Speaking of that, one of my favorite Twilight Zone episodes is The Last Man on Earth. They lock that guy in that cubicle.
Oh, right.
They play that stuff, and he thinks he's completely alone, and at the end he cracks, goes crazy.
Yeah, where he thinks he's in some small town, he's walking around in a diner. I got $3 and some odd cents. I want some food.
He's like, hello?
Yeah.
He goes, hello?
Yeah, because it was, and then you find out the big reveal is he was like an astronaut, and they put him in this simulation to see if he could handle being alone out in space all by himself, and he went cuckoo, so obviously he couldn't.
It was great.
That was a good one.
Humongous show.
William Shatner, before he made it big, he was in a couple of them. The one that was in the movie, remember the gremlin that's on the wing of the plane tearing it up?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, William Shatner is the guy in that original episode.
On the plane.
Yeah. But one of my favorites was William Shatner. Him and his girlfriend were on their way to... They just got married or something. They're on their way to the new big city to make their life start or some shit like that. And their car breaks down in this crappy little podunk town. And the mechanic's fixing on the car, and they're like, oh yeah, well you can just, go on there to the diner and get yourself something to eat while we fix your car. And they go to this diner, and there's this little fortune teller machine. And I guess for like 5 cents or whatever, you can put it in there, push the head of this little cartoon devil, and it would spit out a fortune card, your fortune card.
Oh.
Like a fortune cookie without the cookie. And it was actually telling the future and shit, like it was telling them, like, it knew shit about him and stuff. Like, so he was starting to believe in shit. So he's freaking out. Like, he even put 5 cents in there and eventually goes, you will never leave this town.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. So he obviously starts freaking out. He starts yelling at the machine and shit. Good.
Frack.
Kids, I don't care if you can't stand black and white. That shit's probably on Hulu or YouTube or something, right?
Yep. Sounds kind of like...
Netflix, go watch you some Twilight Zone.
Heck yeah.
Educate yourself. Another one that I really liked too, that isn't one of the big ones, is do you remember the one where the guy was like a big asshole? Like anyone that would piss him off, he would just cuss them out and tell them how stupid they are and how if everyone was just more like him, the world would be great. And then he wakes up one morning and everyone is just like him, but they're also just as big as assholes to him. So I realized, then he realizes, oh man, I'm a shitty person.
Magnificent one.
Yeah, it's good shit.
Can't remember it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of how you were talking about how you put like the 5 cents in and it tells you the future or whatever when it pops out, right?
Mm-hmm. It's like a little business card with the future on it.
It would say, I know you. And you'd look at it and go, you want to.
I don't know if I'd piss off the mystical
You want to. Right?
Well, Phil, I don't know if I'd try to piss off the mystical future-telling box.
Like, well, what? It just said, I know you. What? Like, you want to. And then that's when he puts in another 5 cents, get it?
What
and then,
what does that card say?
The end is nigh.
The end is nigh.
It's 9. Die! No!
No, it just has a time on it. It's like 3:37. What? You look up, it's 3:30, right? What the fuck's going down at 3:37?
You have 8 days.
Right. Oh, I didn't think of... See,
They
it's
give you one more.
Right? It's a prequel to The
Right.
Ring.
Yeah.
Now I get it. Oh, it makes so much more sense now, Phil. Thanks for clearing that up.
You spend 10 cents, you get one more day on it. Guaranteed.
Oh, Phil, that'd be kind of funny, too, if, like, you're going to die unless you give me another 5 cents.
Yep. I guarantee it.
Oh, Phil. That'd be a cool idea for, like, a sci-fi short. Make fun of capitalism, you know?
Yep.
There's this machine, as long as you keep putting more money in it, the longer you can stay alive. Right? That way people like
Wow.
Mr. Burns and Scrooge McDuck are like 1 billion years old. Right?
An innovative idea.
Yeah. Copyright. We are a podcast. I never saw it, but do you remember that movie? Had Justin Timberlake in it. People had like little countdowns on their wrist or something.
I did see that movie.
You remember what it was called?
Wish I could. It
Like
sucked. I saw it. It sucked.
Time was money or something. It's like, what? 3 minutes for a coffee?
Yeah. Plus, I remember throughout the movie, he was giving waitresses tips with it and stuff like that. Oh, it was hilarious.
Well, wasn't the premise of the movie he found out he could kill people and steal their time or something like that?
Yep.
So maybe my idea ain't that original now that I'm thinking about that.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of that movie. I didn't have the squad when I had that one, so I didn't write it down or nothing.
I remember seeing the trailer for it. I thought it looked stupid, so I never...
Well, it sucked.
I must say, so I never watched it. But no one ever talks about it, and you can't even remember the name of it. You saw it, so it couldn't have been that great, right?
It wasn't, man. I remember he, like, sped out of the place or something like that, and that was it. I was like, what? That was stupid.
Had one of them No Country for Old Men endings. You figure it out.
It was a cliffhanger. Well, I remember it being a cliffhanger. I was like, cliffhanger! I always yell that. Because I remember yelling it, like, cliffhanger.
Well, Phil, you gotta make it a...
Bleh.
You gotta make it a trilogy now, so you can sell the Ultimate Collection
Yep.
edition at Walmart for a limited edition.
3 DVDs.
In one box set with over 12 hours of commentary and bonus features and photos from the set.
And the blooper reel. You can't forget the blooper reel.
They don't even do blooper reels no more, Phil.
Not unless they're really desperate.
Like comedy movies do blooper reels because that's them just joking around, but you never see
I think Anchorman 2 had one.
Yeah, but you never saw the blooper reel on The Dark Knight Rises where Christian Bale tripped over his cape or something, right?
Yeah.
You never saw that one. What were we talking about?
Oh, we were talking about how we're lucky we're getting Godzilla vs. King Kong, and that's a start so far. Because, you know, at least that's a good one.
Well, like I said, you know, if it makes money, they're just going to keep
Well, they're going
pumping
to
them
be
out.
Godzilla vs. King Kong 2.
You know there is. They said that's when they got to team up and fight King Ghidorah.
Yep. Or something.
Monster 04. Gamera. But no, Phil, remember we saw that. They are making another Gamera movie. Remember? We saw that trailer for it, or whatever, that teaser trailer for it. Where the kids running from those pterodactyl ghost looking things. Oh, remember? It was actually pretty brutal. Remember? They show Gamera burn one of his fucking heads off.
Yep.
Saw its eyeballs pop out and
It
shit.
was brutal.
Yeah. But they still saved the children, Phil.
It was bloody and it was brutal.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say. You gotta see the one where he lifts up that shield and saves the children, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I could barely remember that one just because, you know, it's so freaking old. You were lucky if you didn't find one that had the episode in it, but it was all chopped up into different episodes.
Yeah. Well, I got all the public domain ones on DVD from Walmart for $5, but I let Dad borrow and he has to give it back to me, though. And then there's the one from the 90s, you know, Revenge of Gauss, ISO or whatever, Iris or whatever the hell her name was.
Yep. I remember that.
The only one I haven't seen was Gamera the Brave, the one where the little kitty movie, where they find little baby Gamera. And then,
Oh, I remember that one. Yep, I saw that.
I haven't seen that one yet.
That's on that big one.
Actually, it's on YouTube. I just haven't watched it yet. Mainly because it's a.
They show him go. Ah, and he opens his mouth. It's funny. That's Gamera. We'll call him Gamera.
Oh my god.
You know, they were like, we call him Gamera.
Yeah,
You know how they talk.
We still have not quite mastered the art of Japanese dubbing yet, though. That is a mystery that has left man or escaped man for over 50, 60 years now. I guess to kind of spin it off, we were both fans of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. From we made a White Ranger joke. Wait, what? the White Ranger lyrics are pretty crazy. When you're like, "Go White Ranger, go." Wait, what? What am I saying? And I'm sure if you look somewhere online, there's probably some skinhead on YouTube going, "White Power Ranger, go." That's wrong.
I saw something like that before.
Yeah. But I guess they're also supposed to be making a movie based on the 90s version. It's going to be the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, not Power Ranger, whatever the hell they're on Nickelodeon now. Like they already made in the night. Remember we saw that? We went to the theater, the Power Rangers in the movie.
We did.
Yeah. It was cool when we were, how old were we? 12, 13, somewhere around there.
I don't remember.
Me neither.
We had some of them tight gloves.
The gloves where they used to sell Power Ranger gloves where you put it on your hand, you move your hand and go, ha!
Yeah. That was the shit.
See, Phil, that's how lazy kids are getting now. We can't even go, ah! Anymore. We have to have the gloves say it.
Right.
But no, Phil, they'll bring back Rita Repulsa with their sweet ass nipple cones.
Dang. Always wanted to get with her.
She'll stab one of the Power Rangers in the eyes with it.
I like their spikes.
So what is Madonna? I can't remember. Madonna had that same bra, remember? From the 80s.
I had a crazy crush on that villain though, Rita.
Out of all the villains, not the Baroness.
Nope. The ugliest,
Yeah, well, so you go for the
ugliest one.
Well, so you go for the old gray hair woman in the lingerie and nipple cone
hey,
bra.
She could be fun. I figured, hey, she might be fun.
Those nipples are pointing for a reason, or
yeah.
those bras are pointing for a reason, or something. I don't know what else.
Flick.
Like I said, right past the Baroness from G.I. Joe. Nope. I don't need that chick with black leather with a machine gun. Give me this old gray hair witch with this staff.
Come on, she shot lightning out of it, didn't she?
Pretty sure she did.
That was freaking sweet.
Yeah.
I was like, she's got a lightning staff. That's awesome.
She can summon giant monsters. They don't ever do shit.
That's true. Plus, I like that guy with the weird mask. I think it was Zed or something. I can't remember his name.
The guy that was all inside out.
Yep, that guy with the weird mask and he was inside out. He was cool.
Yeah, I think his name was Lord Zed.
Yep, he was one of my favorite villains.
Yeah.
Along with Rita.
That's her husband, man. That's why you like him, because you're jelly.
Mm.
You jelly that he got to hit that, Phil. That's what it is.
Yeah, okay, I'm jelly.
Jelly monster.
Yep, I'm jelly.
Got the jelly monster in you. In the name of the Father and the Holy Spirit, I cast thee out, jelly monster.
Mm-hmm.
And for a mere $19.99, you can buy your jelly monster holy water.
I got called into the Jelly's principal office, being jelly.
Want to go to jelly school? I got jelly school right on the line.
I tried to go into the regular bathroom, and they said, "No, you got to go to the jelly bathroom across the hall, man. Where do you think you're going, man?" Well, we're gonna have some beef sandwiches here. You know, because you're jelly. You got some beef sandwiches with jelly on them.
So you know, PC principal wouldn't allow that nowadays. That's 2 weeks detention.
Hell yeah. That's true.
Yes, sir, Mr. PC principal. Okay, Mr. PC principal.
You gotta go to the jelly one across the hall, man. Ah.
Well, I hope Jelly and Cray Cray never go out of style.
Jelly was funny.
I'm gonna be like 90 years old. What's the matter, boy? You jelly? You jelly of your old great grandpa? No one knows what that means, Grandpa. It was a thing. What are you, Cray Cray? What the hell?
Speaking of that word, though, I actually left a comment on the Tank Squad. Somebody told me to please stop eating ghost peppers, and I said no, because I plan to use them on Epic Food Post items. And I said, don't be jelly because I did one in under 5 seconds.
Jelly.
And I put like laugh out loud or something.
Gel. Don't be gel. Got work, bitch. What? My boys buying you nice things. Got work, bitch. So that's the only so far. New season started up. Probably why we went off on that one for a little bit.
South Park has always been a good show.
Yeah.
Entertaining, funny. There's always something going on in that town. Like I said, none of the people in that town could ever be normal. They always think they got to be one step above or one step below, you know.
Well,
they can't even stay elevated as far as I'm concerned.
Well, that's what the last one, the food post one was about. Remember how everyone thought they were they were all super privileged, reviewers or whatever.
Yep.
At least you're not a snob about it, so you don't go walk around, yes, everyone relies on my epic food posts, I must do them for the world.
Yeah, that's true.
You're like, I just do it. I just do it. I was going to do this anyway. She's just like, I'm writing it down.
Yeah. Man, reading those things are a pain in the ass.
I never went on Yelp. That's the thing, though, Phil. I don't ever... For, like, restaurant... Like, for movies and other stuff, I'll look up reviews for it, but I never look up a restaurant review. I'll just be like, hey, I either like this place or I've never been here before. It's always my thought.
Yep. Well, it's just something fun to do. Write down your thoughts about it. Mine from Happy's got deleted.
Oh, God, Happy's Pizza.
They deleted that. The one from Rally's got deleted. Because apparently you can only say nice stuff, so... I gave it to him.
We should go on there and be like, yeah, this is great. If it's 5-star, great. If it was free, 1 star, if I had to pick. Morty, I know how we get free dinner.
Social engineering.
And you are the king.
That I do.
Carl.
Right. Coral.
That's the wrong Carl phone. I meant the cool one, not the annoying one.
Right. You know, everybody wants that kid to die.
Yeah. Didn't I show you that thing from
Maybe.
yeah, the thing where it's like, what does everyone want to see on The Walking Dead?
Oh yeah, that was great. Loved it.
Yeah. I can't remember what the channel was, but shit.
I like that one.
Yeah, what does everyone want to see on The Walking Dead? I can't remember, but the people that made Axe Cop and shit, those people, they did that. Yeah. Carl, You ever want to see him turn around and be like, it's Carl!
Yeah.
My name is Carl, Dad. You fucking named me that. At least you can pronounce it right. Sorry, Carl. Damn it! Carl! Carl? 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 Carl?
That's wonderful.
That's the weird thing, too. Like, that guy's a British actor. Rick from The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I know.
I would never known that. But at the same time, the guy can't say Carl. Carl? Like, C and A are like one word to him. Carl? Carl?
Well, that's what he gets for drinking warm beer.
You can't drink too much warm beer. Sees all. Well, Phil, if you drink enough beer, warm or cold, don't let her start fusing together, anyways.
Yeah. He slurs.
Oh, hold on.
He's a slurrer.
Yeah. Everyone wants to see Daryl and Rick make out.
I've seen that. I've seen that posted before on Facebook.
Oh, Phil, tell me they ain't gay for each other.
Yeah, I've even seen like a GIF of it before, where it actually played and they showed them. I don't even know if I saved it, but I should have.
Like that poster for
It's hilarious.
Remember that poster from Thor: The Dark World where it's Thor holding on to Loki and Loki's holding Thor's arms like, yes.
Yep.
Looks like a Twilight poster, but with Thor and Loki.
It's funny.
Yeah. Oh! Quit looking! God damn. Oh, Phil. Yeah, I'm about to say, you pretty much gave up on The Walking Dead a long time ago, didn't you?
Yep.
We watched the first two or I think we watched 3 episodes of Fear of the Walking Dead, didn't we?
Yep. 3 of them.
Oh, that was painful.
It was.
But The Walking Dead, the regular one, came back last Sunday. I watched that. It was alright.
So did I. I caught a couple episodes.
Yeah. It was alright.
It was the one where they break that glass open and all the zombies come through and they're sitting there.
Yeah.
Yep, that was cool.
Carl?
Because, I knew Talking Dead was on, so, might as well.
Comic Book Man's back on next week at midnight.
Pass.
Well,
It's like, Matt, you already make me listen to Smodcast. That's enough.
so the only one I listened to, I told you this before, the only one we listened to was Hollywood Babylon. Don't act like you don't laugh.
I do.
Ralph Garman's funny as hell. Don't
vote me on that.
There's no audio or video recording of the mic ain't on. What are you worried about?
I'm washed up. Don't vote me on that.
Well, but I think Kevin Smith said they're starting shooting Mallrats 3 next month, next week or something. I don't know.
And
Phil, but it's Die Hard in a mall. And Brody's supposed to be Bruce Willis, I guess.
Oh.
It's gonna be Brody taking down terrorists in a mall, like Paul. Oh wait, that was Paul Blart, Mall Cop. Think I might have my
really.
Well, that's what Kevin Smith said. That he said it's Die Hard in a mall. And I never saw Paul Blart Mall Cop, and isn't that the premise for Paul Blart Mall Cop, the first one? That terrorists are taking over the mall for whatever reason. And Paul Blart, even though he's fat, he's got a heart of gold, and he was able to rise above his weight issues or whatever. And made out with Rosario Dawson. Fuck him. Fuck him. Get out of here, Jelly Monster. Phil, look at the Jelly Monster you summoned upon us.
Ring.
Godzilla versus Jelly Monster. Bum, 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 bum. But yeah, Phil, we can have the scene where he's crawling through the vent, and it's like real vents, he can't fit through it, and it's all filled with cobwebs and dust bunnies and shit. Feels like I don't even care. Bruce Willis. about Clerks 3? You looking forward to that one?
I don't think I'm really looking forward to any of them.
Tusk 2?
But actually, Die Hard in them all, what you were saying,
The Tuscany?
sounds kind of interesting. Pass on the Tusk, though.
Tusk 2. The Tuscany.
No, I got it, Tusticles! Yeah! Oh, come on, right?
Well,
Tusticles.
it did look like a giant ball sack to begin with, so what you do is you take 2 walrus men, and then you put them in a giant sack together, right?
Yep.
And then you put your pee hole in it, and you fuck it! You fuck it! So don't be giving Kim Smith ideas, you might actually write that.
A bar.
The Tusticles.
Man.
I will pay someone $5 right now for fan art of that.
It's too appropriate, though. That was perfect.
The Tusticles.
Yep. That's what it took me a minute. I was like, hold on. That's hard to say.
You're literally forming it as in your head, as I was saying.
Yep.
Fuck the Tusticking. The Tusticles. So, Tusticles 2, The Revenge.
Or, Tusticles.
Tusticles.
That's a good one, too. I like that one.
The amazing testicles. Tusticles. Linnea joins the Avengers in Avengers 5, right? Oh, you can save us from Galactus, Tusticle.
Instead of 2 tusks, he's got 2 testicles there.
Phil, it already did look like a giant testicle to begin with, kind of, right? Like I said, just sew 2 of them together.
He's going like this, you can see him hanging.
That's Galactus right in the neck. Galactus is like, oh, what the fuck? The fuck is this thing? Looks like a giant nutsack.
He takes his thumb, ding. Hurts.
The fuck, Silver Surfer? You didn't have my back on that? Oh, let a fucking giant set of nuts bite me? What the fuck, man?
Silver Surfer, get up here and eat these right now.
You know what? Now you gotta eat the testicle monster. You fucked up. Galactus, devourer of worlds, commands it. I'm waiting. Street Galactus. Well, Phil, that's what sucks about the Fantastic Four movies suck, and we're never gonna get a good Galactus movie. It's gonna happen when I'm like 50 years.
I don't know.
Phil, it's gonna happen when I'm like 70, right? They're gonna show the trailer. I'm gonna see like, oh my god, it's real Galactus.
Maybe.
Yeah. Because
They ain't giving back those rights.
yeah, I was about to say, because you know that was announced too, that they're like, no, we're still going on with Fantastic Four 2. We ain't, fuck you.
Fox is there.
Fox is like, hey, we still got the mutants and we got the Fantastic Four still. What? You know, you get them back when we're dead. They're just not letting go at all of that shit, Phil.
Yeah, I know. They just like throwing that in their face forever.
Like I said, I would like to see Hugh Jackman fight Hulk once. That's probably not going to happen either. And I'd like to see the Thing fight Hulk again. Or they fight all the time, and they always get their ass whooped. So I don't know why I want to see that fight. I know how it's going to end.
I thought he was dipping off on the Wolverine thing. He ain't.
Well, he said Hugh Jackman. You got to say his name, Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman said, well, he's been saying that for the last 3 years. Remember, I think Wolverine Origins 2 was supposed to be the last time he was Wolverine. Like, no, now I'm coming back for First Class 2. Okay, no, wait, X-Men Apocalypse, this is the last time, I swear.
Right.
I swear, seriously.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. I think he might just be getting tired of the exercise regimen, because he still looks good as Wolverine, I think, even though he's getting kind of veiny now. But that's what Wolverine's supposed to look like. He's supposed to be a short, veiny, pissed off, hairy guy.
He's a freaking soldier, though.
Yeah. So I think he
Should
still...
be buff.
Yeah, I was say he still looks the part. But I think he's just getting sick of doing the exercise regimen for that shit, you know?
Yeah.
Because I heard like he has to eat a whole chicken a day and exercise for like 8 hours a day and shit to keep that kind of physique up. So
I've seen people do it before.
yeah. Well, he's been doing shit since when did that first X-Men movie come out? 96, 97, somewhere around there.
We're talking about real people, though.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying he's been doing this shit for almost 20 years now, almost. He's been doing it for like 14, 15 years.
Or they'd take some shit and go eat a Big Mac and be buff as fuck if they worked out.
He doesn't sit up, takes a bite of a Big Mac. Doesn't sit up, take a bite of a Big Mac. Because I guess you got when you exercise like that, you got to keep your calorie count up or whatever.
Plus, you gotta work the juice off.
Well, I don't think he does steroids, Phil.
Oh, no.
Phil, those are wrestlers.
I know.
And plus, he was in that.
Some kind of bodybuilding protein, though.
Oh yeah.
It's not steroids, but it's a bodybuilding protein. But they say ain't steroids.
You want to piss on a cup on that?
Mm-hmm.
This man's gonna look the other way. Shut up! Shut up! I can have you killed.
Yeah, I read about what they took. I don't remember the name of it, though. Offhand.
Well, Triple H's been on all kinds of bodybuilder magazines.
Yeah. Well, he was on one of the pictures of it as I was reading about it. Yeah, they showed him all flabby, and then, like, you know, a couple weeks or something down the road, he was like, bah! He's like a monster, man. I was like, whoa, what the hell?
I'm banging the boss's daughter.
He was like, oh, looked like freaking Triple H Hulk, man. I was like, damn.
So he was,
Give me some of that shit.
So he was Hulk.
Yeah.
Triple Hulk. He don't even go by Hunter or something no more. They just always call him Triple H now, don't they?
Well, I've heard them call him Hunter, and you know they switch every now and then. He's got that thing where they switch.
They like wrestling.
So they've called him Hunter before, and Triple H. You know, sometimes they'll say the Cerebral Assassin. You know, they throw them all in there.
He only wrestles once or twice a year now. Anyway, what I care.
Well, I've seen him still winning scrub events. So he's still actually he's doing scrub events, and he's still winning on the side.
Well,
Because I seen him pedigree somebody, and he got the 3 count and won, and it was a recent match.
Well, I guess if he's banging the boss's daughter, you think he's gonna lose?
Right. But no, that was like a straight up scrub event he was at, though.
Then he's gonna have a storyline where he necrophilia fucks.
He had a
Kane.
different name too, so that's why.
But then he's gonna have a storyline where he necrophilia fucks Kane's dead girlfriend. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
That was the thing. That happened.
I know.
Someone thought that was appropriate for television.
Just to think that they actually tried to set up for that happening.
I think I screwed her brains out. What the fuck? That was so weird. And I can't remember. Remember when Al Snow and the Big Boss Man were feuding?
Yep.
Remember Al Snow had a little Chihuahua dog or something, and the Big Boss Man had kidnapped Al Snow and his dog or something. And he brought the Big Boss Man brought out that plate of meat. Remember? And he started force feeding it to Al Snow. And then he showed Al Snow his little dog's Chihuahua collar, kind of implying he's been eating his dog.
Despicable.
That's wrestling entertainment, Phil.
Yeah.
they don't
They've
do.
had worse.
Well, let's say, remember they also did that one where Jericho tied up China to a chair and he took a hammer to her thumb
I
or
saw
something.
that.
Yeah, remember they showed her hand all fucking bent up and shit.
I thought that was real, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume they faked it, but yeah, they made it look real as hell.
No, I thought that was real. I was like, holy shit, look, you can see her fucking nail. I was like, dude, you can see her fucking nail.
Yeah, and can't remember why, but Vince McMahon was in a wheelchair and Stone Cold kidnapped him. He was threatening to do that, like, that thing where you
broke
put
his ankle, I think.
yeah, where you put the wood block in between your legs and then you hit it with a hammer or whatever. Or a sledgehammer or whatever. This is sports entertainment. Sports entertainment. They don't do shit like that.
Yeah,
no
well, I
more.
remember freaking Stone Cold went in there dressed as that doctor, remember, and it's me, you son of a bitch, remember, and he's
Yeah.
beating on McMahon's ankle, you can, ah, you know, you see McMahon go, like, oh, it's fucking hilarious, I was laughing my ass off.
Well, actually, that's where Mr. Sacco came from, remember? Because Vince was in the hospital and Mankind was trying to make him happy and he made that
Yeah.
sock puppet. And that kind of stuck around as his gimmick.
Yeah. But come on, right, you knew it was a setup.
Yeah.
Because how would Austin know where Vince McMahon's room was in the first place?
Well, Phil, that's all it says.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
Well,
damn.
it's hilarious, though, man. He's
Like,
going, you can tell it's a setup.
Well, say, Phil, you don't remember what Jimmy the King told you? You know it's just a show, right? Ballet with a little bit of lights in it. Or something like that, right?
No, it's a soap opera.
Yeah, pretty much. Why do you think he keeps trying to bring back the NWO and shit?
Yep.
That way you can have an outside force fighting against a man.
Plus, Jerry Lawler had the Kiss My Foot match.
So Vince McMahon has to kiss my ass, Jerry Lawler has to kiss my foot.
Right.
So where's the suck my dick club? I'm gonna start that, Phil.
Yeah, it was some kind of feud that developed between him and Michael Cole.
Oh, I vaguely
Or
remember
something
this.
stupid like that. It was the stupidest thing I ever thought of. It was freaking stupid. But you know Vince. Well, we can make some money off that.
I mean, we've been doing this long enough, though, he ain't afraid.
Yeah, that was nasty though.
Phil, he ain't afraid to throw Hulk Hogan to the curb. You think he's worried about what we say?
Hell no. He's a damn billionaire. You don't have to care what we say.
He wrestled God. Remember that? He started the Church of McMahonism.
Yeah, I don't want to remember that.
I know.
Don't remind me, but yes, I do.
I'm remembering all this weird dark shit about wrestling now all of a sudden.
Yep.
Like, remember, what was Kane, or not Kane, but the Undertaker's gang, the Brotherhood or whatever?
Oh, yeah, the Ministry of Darkness.
Yeah, the Ministry of Darkness. And he was having Gangrel and Edge and Kristen pour buckets of blood on people
sweet though.
and shit.
Bloodbaths.
Yeah, and they like crucified Stone Cold, and they were about to sacrifice Stephanie McMahon, but Stone Cold came out and saved her, some crazy shit like that.
Yeah. The Attitude Era.
They made a documentary on that. We should watch that one day.
I watched it.
I never saw it. Next time we go to the video store, right? Well,
Now that you mentioned Video Store, Video to Go's closing out, man. They're having a closeout sale. I saw it on their window the other day.
oh shit, for real?
Yeah, it's like $360, maybe $375 for a movie or something like that. You know, and they go up to 10, depends on how much you get. But yeah, they're having a closeout sale. Maybe we should hit the cult section if they still have one, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Get me a copy of Coffee. Pam Grier. Pam Grier is coffee. Or Foxy Brown, same movie. Either way, Pam Grier has big old titties.
She did.
She's totally not Honey Bee from Black Dynamite.
Everybody resembles somebody.
Well, Black Dynamite ain't Dolomite, right? See, bro? Dynamite, Dolomite. Chateau! Hula! So you see my Human Tornado poster? So let's get some bead curtains and some lava lamps. Do cocaine from a little spoon. Ain't no cocaine on them. Where's the spoon? Where's the coke? Where's the lighter? Just put it in between your toes, man. Don't worry about it. I'm fucking with you. I'll fucking with you. I'll tell you that. Put it in between your toes, man. It's cool. They never check there.
Stick it in your ass.
You think anyone's ever gotten so...
Stab that cheek. You can.
No, I was going to say right in the asshole. You think anyone's ever gotten so desperate they put it right up their asshole?
I'm pretty sure. Ooh.
Prolapsing every day. I'm prolapsing. Every day I prolapse. Oh, Phil, that's disgusting.
Barf.
Oh, that's terrible.
Gack. Yak curl.
Well, I said it. Go fuck Bill Murray. He ruined Ghostbusters 3.
I know. Well, he wants to go the Adam Sandler route, doing boring, I'm an old man, or I still think I can be in some kind of romantic comedy type bullshit. That's what he's thinking.
That's the problem, though. He's not doing Adam Sandler, bro. He's trying to get that.
Well, that's what it seemed like to me.
He's trying to get that comedy Oscar before he dies, dude.
Right.
He wants
sucks.
He wants that golden. He wants that golden man on his show, not a golden globe. Not a golden man.
He sucks. You ain't getting no damn Oscar in the first place, man. Don't be trying to brighten him up, man.
I never said he was going to get.
He ain't getting no Oscar.
I didn't say he was going to get it. I'm saying he's trying to get it.
Yeah, he ain't getting no Oscar. And I was like, he sucks.
Well, that's the other thing too. Like I said, Bill Murray was a big old star in the '80s. He don't need to be doing movies no more. He just does them because he likes to do them, I guess, or something. He's one of those artsy fartsy actors, If I don't, he's not like Vin Diesel or what's the other guy's name? The transporter guy.
Jason Statham.
Yeah, he's not going to show up in anything anymore. You don't need to check that bad. Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh.
Bill, Jason Statham and Samuel L. Jackson have their own Netflix profile page, right? So what do you think about the all-girl Ghostbusters? With the guy...
Oh, come on. They already ruined Thor.
How they ruined Thor? What are you talking about?
I mean, they already ruined male Thor. Female Thor.
Oh, you're talking about...
come on, they already ruined Thor. Now they gotta ruin Ghostbusters?
Well, Thor's a female in the comics currently. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, that has nothing to do with Ghostbusters. I don't think Disney owns Ghostbusters, dude.
Hell no. It's like, come on, females already ruined Thor already.
Oh, you're talking about like gender swapping?
Yeah. It's like, come on, the females already ruined Thor already.
Well,
now they gotta ruin Ghostbusters? Come on.
I haven't read anything with, I've read some stuff with Lady Thor, and she doesn't seem to bother me, but I don't really care.
Yeah.
The reason why I don't care about Thor being a girl for a little while, you know why? Because he's just going to be a dude again. It always goes back to the status quo eventually, but it'll be a dude again, don't worry about it.
Wow.
But what's your problem with a lady team of Ghostbusters? As long as they don't wear pink jumpsuit.
Maybe it can be good.
That's what I'm saying. The guy, Bridesmaids, the guy that did that movie, he's supposed to be doing that movie, I guess, too. And it has a couple of the...
Well, actually, that movie was funny as hell, though.
Yeah, the same guy's going to be doing the lady version of Ghostbusters. As long as they don't wear, like, pink jumpsuits, I don't have a problem with it, I guess, right? That's my opinion. I don't really care that they're women. I kind of wish they did Extreme.
I guess we should just be lucky that we're getting some kind of new Ghostbusters movie and we're just supposed to deal with that.
Yeah. They haven't done a cartoon since the 90s. Extreme Ghostbusters.
Shut up.
I liked Extreme Ghostbusters.
Don't remind me.
Had cough chick in it, Phil.
Yeah. I don't remember. That's why. So I'm like, don't remind me. You're right. I do remember the name.
Yeah, a lot of people hate it because it's not. It's the same problem with the girl Ghostbusters. It's not the original Ghostbusters. I don't give a fuck. But I don't know, like, it's supposed to be like a whole new reboot too. Like, it wouldn't bother me. Like, Bill Murray doesn't want to do it. Fuck it. They're all old, right?
Right.
And one of them's already dead. They're old and dying off. They need to train new Ghostbusters, right?
That's true.
They should. I wish they would have gone that route rather than a whole new reboot. But nah, what are you gonna do? Movie still might be good. I'm saying. And plus, Phil, they work with ghost shit. There's interdimensional travel and time dimensions and all that good shit. It's not like they can't run into the old Ghostbusters eventually.
Well, they got that thing that lets them travel in Ghost World or something, don't they?
Something like that from the cartoon. I
Yeah,
can't
they
remember.
throw it on the ground.
Yeah, the
It
little
goes
portal.
pew.
Yeah, the little capture pod or whatever it was.
Okay, so I forgot.
Yeah. But say you think they're gonna make Slimer a girl in this version too? If they're even gonna. It's gonna be like no, they'll do it like Miss Pac-Man, right? Slimer is the exact same character model, but they put a pink bow on him or on it.
They give him lipstick.
Yeah, they give him lipstick and a pink bow. That way, it's a girl, right?
That's what I think they do. Sounds logical to me.
Yeah.
Saying that I had something, I lost it.
I know. Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Damn.
Now it's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Woman. Trying to think of more lady puns to make for Ghostbusters if I can. Instead of Gozer the Godarian, it's the Lady Godarian. I don't know. Fuck it. Lost it. I don't know. I don't really care that they're girls. I'm still looking, like you said, new Ghostbusters. At least you're still getting something.
Right. Because apparently we're supposed to be happy with that. And that's the end of it. No sequel.
Parking
I
cars!
bet you it's a cliffhanger.
Well,
Cliffhanger.
well, all the money that G.I. Joe and Transformers, cartoons and action figure lines from the 80s made a bunch of money. Why not try it again with the Ghostbusters, right?
Yeah.
And it's not like you don't see people still dress up like Ghostbusters during Halloween and comic book conventions and shit, you know?
Oh, yeah.
They actually, last year when I went to Halloween USA, you could buy a Stay Puft the Marshmallow Man costume. You know, so like I said, it's not like it's not like the Fantastic Four, you know, where it's a fucking hated series or something, you know? People still like it to some degree. IDW's doing a comic book based on it. I'm not reading it. But, I don't know. And, I don't know, Phil, like I said, an excuse to sell toys. You know when that movie comes out, they're going to sell proton packs and action figures and Ghost that ain't even in the movie, action figures and shit like that, you know? And they'll probably, and considering it's the old 80s line too, they'll release like a retro line that's the old action figures from the 80s. Like they did with the Ninja Turtles. Remember when Nickelodeon bought the Ninja Turtle rights? They didn't re-release them. They made versions that look like the ones from the 80s and 90s and resold them. Right, Phil?
Yep.
Always goes back to that action figure money, Phil. We're going to get that We Are Podcast Disney XD Lego Portal Dimension game going, Phil. Limited edition beer mug.
Yeah.
We only made 500. We're going to sell 1,000, but we only made 500. Don't worry about it. Go start again.
I want one to be my elephant pose.
The limited edition Psychic Tandem War Elephant pose.
That's the haughty pose that I like anyway. I actually did it in one of Dad's shows once, though. It was funny, man. As they're going like this, and I'm going, ah! It was funny.
Frozen in time itself.
Yeah, it was hilarious, man. It was great. It was definitely something to see, man. I started laughing. Because, you know, we're all dressed up in that stuff that he likes to wear. I'm freaking cold. That's great. And I'm putting my leg back like I'm supposed to be balancing on a ball.
I wouldn't be surprised if Street Fighter tried that shit. Because of how there's like 1,000 Street Fighter characters. Make like some bullshit RPG mode to it.
Hey, sweet, man. I'd do that. Or you could like strengthen up your character. That'd be tight.
Yeah, because you know how they do Street Fighter 4 tournaments and shit too. You bring your little Ryu figure, you put it on the stand, and it has the stats that you tripped it out to.
They should make a move maker for Street Fighter. That'd be tight.
That'd be sweet. Yeah. Get me a little Chun-Li.
Heck yeah.
She was always my favorite. Or Cammy. Actually, no, fuck that film. I want Zangief. Put all his shit in defense, right? For just power through energy attacks, right?
Heck yeah.
Run up in German suplex a fuck. A helicopter punch someone in the face. Plus, like I said, there's like it's just like Pokemon, there's like 100 fucking Street Fighter characters. You can make a figure for every one. Or actually, know what you could do, or what they should do? They should release like a collector's edition, where it's all the Street Fighter games, but if you buy the emoji, or the Amigo, or whatever the hell they want to call it, figure, that way you can play as like Rose from Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 2. If you have her little figure, you put the figure on the pad and it makes like a little sprite version of her. Capcom, get at me. You already sold out Mega Man, right?
Yeah.
You can put your Mega Man on there and have him fighting Street Fighter.
Yeah, that was cool. That was on though. I was like, oh, it's Beavis and Butthead Do America this morning.
Yeah, that was on this morning. Remember that scene where they eat the desert peyote?
Yep.
Start tripping out.
Well, he accidentally ate it, but...
He didn't accidentally eat it. They were dying of dehydration. He thought it was a cactus that had water in it, so he ate it.
Yep.
Rob Zombie started singing about hell and shit.
Freaking trip balls, what he did.
Yeah.
That was a sweet scene, though.
I know, I woke up this morning, I looked at the TV, you were watching it already because you woke up before me, I was like, oh, holy shit, Beavis and Butthead the Do America's on, that's weird. Don't see that on too often.
That's true.
Because they brought it back and no one cared, right? But Mike Judd's got that Silicon Valley show or whatever, he's not hurting for money. Plus Office Space didn't make any money, but it's a great movie.
It's true.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to work the weekend and not complain about it. Oh, Phil, something about taking a piss. America.
Yeah, American toilet, alright.
Oh, yeah, ain't got no fucking safe flow around here. You commie. To try to change the subject away from that. But, I don't know if we ever talked about this, but you heard of this, right? Pokemon Go. You get this little, it's for your cell phone, it's like a cell phone app.
Oh, yes, I have. I know what
Where
you're
you
talking about.
you plug the little Pokemon ball into your cell phone, you get to wander around, or your tablet, I guess, or whatever. You can wander around the real world and you can find Pokemon for reals.
And see what's in your area.
Yeah.
Yep. I heard about that. Never did it, though.
Well, it hasn't came out yet, though.
Oh. Thought it was already out.
I don't think it's out yet. Well, last year they did something that was kind of...
Pay attention.
Yeah. Well, last year they did something that was like that. I can't remember who it was, but someone that had like a Google Maps app for one day.
I saw that.
Yeah, you could do the same thing. You could walk around and see real Pokemon. But they were just a little 8-bit sprite versions of it, you know. And this, dude, did you see that trailer where they're showing people running around their park and shit, chasing down Charizards and shit?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. I don't know if it's obviously not going to look that good, but it's supposed to be something like that.
Almost got me.
Chase me! Almost got me! Come on!
Just a little closer.
Almost got me! Oh. Yeah. But Phil, I don't want some fucking kid in my backyard looking for a goddamn Pikachu.
That's trespassing.
I know, see, it sounds cool in premise, right? You know, get kids out walking around looking for Pokemon and shit. But the problem is like...
Well, you gotta know when to not walk in somebody's yard.
Yeah, but you're gonna tell a fucking... You're gonna tell some fucking 12-year-old, 13-year-old, he can't walk in my backyard even though there's a Mewtwo in my backyard or some shit like that, you know? Oh, come on, there's a legend... Like, the Zapdos is in my backyard or something. You mean to tell me some 13-year-old kid ain't gonna climb my fence to go get a Zapdos?
Maybe.
Or a Mankey? I like Mankey.
I didn't care.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Alabama.
They can break their neck.
Well, you walk into the wrong guy's backyard. You walk into the wrong redneck's backyard. What are you doing in my backyard? I'm trying to catch a Mankey. What the fuck's a Mankey? I don't know. Like I said, it sounds cool in premise. In practice, though, that's the thing. Because I doubt they do it. Like, you can only go to your city. Because if they did it, was like, only go to local parks to look for Pokemon. That'd be stupid, right?
Yeah.
And Phil, we find too is you walk around and go, when a Pokemon shows up, you hear, and then that shit sticks in your head when you're trying to go to sleep.
I've heard it. Still hear it.
I know. I know. It got to the point where I had to start playing Pokemon with the music off because, like I said, you go to bed and you start to hear that shit. But I'm not doing this Pokemon Go shit though. I ain't leaving my house. So I had the Pokemon come to me.
Hope I sounded like Ben Yahtzee in the intro. It sounded cool when I did it that one time.
For those Ben Yahtzee.
Oh. The Indian guy that almost choked Backstrom to death, also known as the guy from Wind Talkers, that speak the special Indian code that Nicolas Cage had to protect him. Right. That's Ben Yahtzee, but that was his name in Wind Talkers. I don't know his real name.
I could never.
But he almost choked Backstrom to death, and that was tight as fuck.
Backstorm.
Yeah, Backstorm. That guy.
Storm.
That was fucking sweet.
You're saying Strom is Backstorm.
I don't care what it is. He almost got choked to death. He deserved it too.
He's dick.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, do it. Do it, man.
Well, that show must
I
have
wanted him to do it too, man. He deserves it.
I know, but that show must have got canceled because, like I said, I wanted to. Because I did like that show, but I couldn't get into it because the Allstate guy was in it.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And every time I saw him on screen, I was like, son, with Allstate, you're in legal problems, insurance,
yep.
Bail would have been paid. You know, I just couldn't get that out of my head. So I quit watching it. But, like, you told me that, and I was like, oh, sweet, I want to see that. I went to see it if it was on my on-demand. It's not on there no more.
Oh, damn, you should have saw that.
So it most likely got canceled, I'm going to assume.
But that's what made me mad, though, was because...
It's the same guy from Super. Shut up, crime.
Yeah. Because he was with that other guy, the dude that's apparently gay or whatever.
His roommate or tenant or whatever the hell they...
Yeah, his roommate. The gay guy.
Yeah, the one guy that likes him in the world. The one guy that actually cares about him.
Oh, yeah, he picked up a freaking lamp and he was just about to bust Ben Yahtzee over the head. And then the Allstate guy barges in and I'm like, oh, come on! And he's like, hey, what's going on
With
here?
Allstate, this fight could have been avoided.
It's like, you know, if this building was covered by Allstate, this wouldn't have even happened here tonight.
I know, that's why I couldn't get into that guy. I'm not even going to bother to look up his name, but he does such a good job as the Allstate guy. I can't see him doing nothing but selling me insurance.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, the second he busted in that door, I would have been like, hey, with Allstate, this one would have happened.
Yep. Shit broke down, man. He was going to bash Ben Yahtzee over the head, man, with that freaking lamp. Then the Allstate guy comes in and ruins it. I was like, oh, come on. Killjoy.
I know, that stuff I'm going to have to looks that up on the internet because I never
It's
finished
freaking
that.
sweet, man.
Yeah, like I said, it wasn't a bad show. I just, like I said, I just have that. Like, I don't like to think actors get typecast,
Oh, yeah.
but the Allstate guy totally got typecast.
Totally. He did, the Ben guy, Ben Yahtzee, he did tell him too. He was like, "You think anybody would care if I choked the life out of you?" Because he said something about his partner dying. And I was like, oh. He meant it too, man. He was going to do it.
That's Cop 101.
Like, do it, eh?
That's Cop 101, Phil. You don't mention that shit.
Yep. I was like, do it, eh? He deserves it. He does talk a lot of crap. Hey,
Well, he's
he
supposed to
backs
be.
it up.
Well, I was about to say he was supposed to be like anti-Monk. Remember, where Monk's a nice guy, but he's real analytical. Backstorm was real analytical and an asshole about it.
Yep.
And just like most great detectives, a recovering alcoholic. Yeah, he smokes cigars too, right? Just like Detective Bullock.
Yeah, those are terrible. Shouldn't smoke them, but oh well. It don't hurt him.
So that's detectives. So if you're gonna be a police detective, you gotta wear a trench coat for door and smoke cigars. That's in the law.
And eat raspberries. They help heal your lungs.
Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know.
They do. If you eat enough of them, they can heal your lungs because they got those. What's inside them will heal your lungs.
Well, then you can make raspberry and Jim Beam smoothies.
Oh yeah. Technically, a little bit of it would still be healthy. But yeah, I read about that. If you eat enough raspberries, you can actually start a healing process with your lungs, but you got to eat enough of them to, gain their powers.
Over 9,000! So Dragon Ball's been coming back. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know.
They have the 2 movies. We're gonna get a new series coming out again.
Yep. Been dormant since Budokai Tenkaichi, the game. Not really caught up with any of the show at all. I mean, I only got as far as Naruto, so
Well, it has nothing to do with Dragon Ball.
I know.
But I watched all the original Dragon Ball. I got somewhat into GT and I quit after that. And I don't know, I saw a couple of the movies. The Dead Zone, the King Slug one, and the one with the original Super Saiyan guy. I can't remember his name. Paragon. Paragon. It's something like that, but it's not it. But I don't know. They had that Return of Freezer movie came out. And now people care again. Random.
Huh?
Now people care again.
Right. Plus they got that game.
Xenoverse or whatever.
I do not want to fucking talk about Dragon
I know, I was about to say.
Like, I do not want to fucking talk about Dragon Ball Z. I was like, fuck.
I used to like it a lot when I was a teenager, but
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know, man. Somewhere I just kind of lost my...
Apparently somebody still cares.
Some people are...
It's not me, but somebody still cares about it.
It's not like I hate it or nothing, but I just don't really care no more. Like I said, I got a little bit into
Right.
GT, and I just kind of fell out after that. And I read a little bit of the manga. I read up until the androids showed up, which is actually quite a good chunk of it. But I don't know. So, Toriyama or whatever, the guy that created Dragon Ball, he did the art design on Dragon Quest. He created the slime monster and all those for that game. Well, he created... I don't know if he did all 4, but I know he created the original monsters for the 1. That's one of my favorite RPGs of all time, Phil. Fuck Metal Slime, Phil. Hate Metal Slime. His defense super high and he never lets me run away. If you can think about something to talk about too, I'm more than willing to hear it.
I do it.
This ain't the Matt Show.
It's like, come on, motherfucker.
I told you this ain't the Matt Show. You think whatever you want to talk about too.
I don't know, man. Like I said, the freaking turns were crap.
No,
The movies were crap. Like I said, man.
I thought
we didn't get a good scary movie. I mean, we're lucky we got that one action movie.
I thought considering it was so close to Halloween, I thought there'd be like a dump of crap straight to horror movies, and there wasn't.
No, it's true. It's like not even anything that went straight to DVD at least came out.
I know, Phil. We're trying to.
And I was looking for one that I was like, wait, what about straight to DVD? And I was like, oh, there's nothing. Come on.
Well, like I said, Phil, the Halloween Spooktacular is coming up in like 2 weeks, man. I was trying to prepare, trying to get some new shit rather than.
Oh yeah.
Shit, we watched Cabin in the Woods in VHS for the last 3 years in a row.
You watched Cabin in the Woods.
You watched. You were sitting.
I didn't.
Nigga, but you motherfucker.
You watched it.
Motherfucker, you were sitting right next to me in the theater when we were watching it. Don't lie.
Oh yeah.
Don't act like that when we watch the shit, though.
But it wasn't.
What's your problem with Cabin in the Woods?
Because I called it before the movie even ended. I was like, oh, it's just another giant prison where they keep all of the most horrifying things that ever have haunted your dreams. And I called it before the movie even ended, and before they even went into the prison. I was like, oh, there's a giant prison holding all these things. And little behold, there's a giant prison holding all these things.
Oh, it wasn't just a prison, Phil. They were sacrificing teenagers. Got human sacrifice in there. See, that makes
Right.
makes it different. Spoilers. You've never seen Cabin in the Woods.
Well, you like it more. I don't.
What are they making?
And I don't like Thor. He don't make a movie better, so...
I didn't say Thor. I didn't think a Thor was in it.
Chris Hemsworth does not make a movie better, so... I only liked him in Create Chaos. That was it.
I never saw. The only thing I've ever seen him in was the Thor movies and Cabin in the Woods. So I don't know.
Oh yeah, well remember he was in, whatchamacallit?
Oh, he was Kirk's daddy in the first Star Trek. Yeah.
No, Red Dawn. The new Red Dawn, remember?
Oh, right. I forgot
That
about
was
that.
him,
He was in
man.
that too, yeah.
But he said Create Chaos. I thought that was sweet.
We must become the enemy.
Oh yeah. We must become savage. Create chaos. I like that. That was sweet.
Wolverine! Phil. Neither one of those movies are that great, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, if they're remaking movies from the 80s, why have they ever remade the best one? Running Man. Right? Remember Arnold Schwarzenegger's the criminal, he has to go into
Yep.
the Running Man where he has to fight all those crazy, the hockey guy and all that crazy shit.
Yeah, and they're betting on who's gonna win.
And who's going to survive, who's going to kill him and all that crazy shit. Oh wait, they already did. It's called The Hunger Games? Kind of. Not exactly, but kind of the same premise, right? Society just likes watching people kill each other, Phil.
Yep. And then the maze happened.
There's a lot of fucked up, throw people in messed up situations and watch them get killed movies nowadays, isn't there?
Yep. Well, there's the maze, and they
The
had,
Hunger
they had a
Games.
sequel, remember?
The Hunger Games, Arena,
The maze just had a sequel, so...
Battle Royale. Maze Runner. I think that's what. It's not the maze, it's Maze Runner, isn't it?
Yeah, Maze Runner.
I never seen it. So why do teenagers like reading about teenagers killing teenagers?
Yeah.
Fucked up, that's why.
Well, they gotta see who's gonna be more emo-y. Who's gonna not be emo and rise above.
Emo powers activate. Emo powers. Go, Emo Ranger, go, 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 go. To Hot Topic. Oh, Phil, I don't know if I can brave the trip to Hot Topic to get my Steven Universe vinyl figures.
Oh, come on, Matt. How about this? I'll buy one. You go in. You buy the next one. I'll buy the next. You gotta get over it.
I gotta get all.
How about that?
So I gotta buy all 4 at once just to make sure I get all 4. What's the point of having
Or
just...
we could play it old school, and I could go in there actually looking at everything like I'm actually gonna buy some shit. And then I'm waiting for you at the front counter, like, come on, man, I'm sick of looking at this crap.
Oh yeah. I put Steven and the Crystal Gems on the counter. I was like, don't you judge me, goth boy. You know what? While I'm at it, give me a regular show T-shirt too.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll just get that. We'll just get the hot chick with the lip ring, hopefully.
Instead of the guy with the 20 lip piercings and the fucking Buddy Holly glasses
And the
on.
big ass gauge in his ear.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The guy
He's got like a 20-inch gauge.
Yeah, the guy with the 20 piercings in the gauge and the fucking Buddy Holly glasses on. Don't you judge me. Yep, that's right. And they're going right next to my fucking...
But Matt, just wear a black shirt, right?
Yeah, I'll be one of the...
Right? Wear a black t-shirt. What? I'm wearing black. What? I'm emo. What?
I fit in now, right?
Yep.
Well, I say, I kind of look like Greg from Steven Universe. I'm balding on top and I got long hair like he does.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in
Right, just wear a black shirt. You'll fool them.
I'm in cosplay. You ever notice that Greg from Steven Universe and Chad from Clarence look like the same guy?
That's true.
They're both big. Well, I think Chad has all his hair though, but they're both big fat dudes with white beaters on and jean shorts. And Phil, you know Chad would hang out in the back of Steven Universe or Greg's van and get high all day. You know that's what they do. Or, well, remember I don't know if I ever said this on mic, but remember I said how when he's always watching the kids, but he's in the other room. You know what he's doing in there? Chad, why does it smell like a skunk in there? Go get me some go get me some corn chips out of the fridge, boy. But I have that stuck in my head now. White people Power Ranger. White people Power Ranger.
White Power Ranger, dude. What
What you thought I was saying?
Yeah, what did you think?
What did you think I was saying?
Oh, yeah. Like, dude, I put Ranger under it. Come on. It's different.
No, seriously, there was a giant white head that was floating in a glass.
There's a dot there, dude. See? You see that dot? Right there.
Oh, probably edited that out, too.
Oh, yeah.
That guy, that's Tommy. He still runs around as the Green Power Ranger and shit. Actually, he's like a legitimate MMA fighter. I think he beat the shit out of a couple people.
I ain't never seen it.
We'll YouTube it after we go here. We're getting, yeah, I don't really care. Well, I sent you that one video where they...
Kick somebody? I want to see him kick somebody.
Does he go Ziga? But remember I sent you that one video where that MMA guy got suplexed and he shit himself?
Oh yes. Fucking hilarious. The person even zoomed up on the shit.
Yeah.
And I remember I showed one of my friends the video, and I told him, I was like, oh, I bet he had ghost pepper chili. Those look like ghost pepper shits right there.
They weren't solid.
I'm just kidding, though.
For those of you that want to look it up on YouTube, that's where I saw it for whatever reason. It's a MMA fighter poops his pants during fight. Yeah, and he doesn't suplex him. I can't remember. He does. They're on the ground. They're rolling around. He literally flips him over.
Tap, remember?
Yeah, and you can see him like, and the poor bastard stood up and shit just started pouring down the side of his leg, man.
Remember the guy? It probably didn't help. The guy touched his stomach. Remember? He went pow pow. I was like, that was it. I was like, oh, he's touching his stomach though. I bet that's what did it.
You think you wouldn't eat though before a big fight, though, right?
Well, you'd think you'd he should have a shitter in his dressing room,
Or yeah, try to use the bathroom at least. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to have a bathroom, in his dressing room at least. Like, why would you not go before the fight?
Maybe that was his plan. If he puts me on an arm bar, I'm gonna crap my pants and he'll let go due to the smell.
Yeah.
Didn't work, obviously, but
Yeah, it's gross. And it goes pepper chili. So.
and it was all. He left a trail right out the ring. It wasn't like
Yeah.
one or two little splatters. He left a foot. You could probably follow him all the way. Like if you're doing like some detective shit, you could probably follow him from the inside the ring to
No,
into his back into the back room, right?
Speaking of that, the video I had, the cameraman actually did follow him, and you could just see like a lodge of crap stuck on the back of his leg while he was walking.
I know.
And you could see people, they're trying to freaking get away from him because they can smell it, and they're like, ah. You can hear people going, oh, I'm gonna be sick, like, ah. And you can hear a couple people, you freaking took a shit. That was hilarious. Oh,
And you know what
poor
else?
guy.
You know what else sucked? That was the beginning card. Oh, I don't know if it was or wasn't, but imagine how much that. Can you imagine how much that was like the first fight someone shits the fucking ring?
Just imagine if you were the guy that had to clean it.
Yeah. Well, they show.
Well,
Wow.
I gotta go take this out of the ring. Come on.
Well, remember, UFC does that. They have those guys running there with those mops real quick and wipe down the ring every time. But this time you're wiping up shit instead of blood.
Fucking smearing.
Fuck, every time I wipe it, the streak just gets bigger.
Yeah. Yep. I told my friend on chat they look like ghost chili shits. I was like, I would know about ghost chili shit. And I was like, nah, I'm playing now. I wouldn't know about that.
Hot, 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 hot.
Yeah, just kidding, I would, but. Oh, God. But, right, you'd think you'd go before the fight. You know, they tell you, we got an hour before, you hit your music or whatever,
Well, I'm pretty sure they tell you like 10 minutes to the fight, sir.
Yep.
Or you're after burp. You're up after whoever
Could have
the
been a
fuck.
botch set up to set up the next, to set up another fight between them, maybe. Maybe they wrote it in, I don't know. Just kidding, maybe not.
Yeah, I was say. No, it's actually it turns out they were fighting in Germany and they love to wrestle and shit. Scheiß not wrestling na. Da. It's different Scheiß in wrestling da. Oh yeah, smear it in dein pooping hole. Mr. Poopy Butthole. Der Scheißenhosen. They're sticking in that pooping. Tongue punch my fart box. And with that being said, this is the end of We Are Podcast, episode 24. My name is Matt.
And my name's Phil, the leader of the Overlord Tank Squad.
And as always, thank you anyone and everyone for listening. You can like, share, fiber bar us this YouTube. Damn it!
Fiber. Get it in your diet, people.
Stick it up your butt!
Eat some fiber-based cereal.
Bran munch.
And clear your butthole, I'm telling you. Edit. Rat. Right.
And pause for edit.
It's like rat. Oh, I just want to, you will though. Right.
And with that being said, this is the end of We Are Podcast, episode 24. My name is Matt.
And my name's Phil, the leader of the Overlord Tank Squad.
And as always, thank you anyone and everyone for listening. You can like, favor, and subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on SoundCloud. Leave a question, comment, or maybe an idea for a scary movie we should watch for our Halloween Spooktacular at the letter R, podcast at gmail.com. Thank you and good night.
Thank you. Good night.